If you're constantly uploading videos, but you're not getting any views, here are some things you can do to change that. In this video, I'm going to show you why nobody is clicking on your videos. Now, most other gurus will try to overcomplicate this topic and suggest loads of cheap fixes without actually focusing on the real problem. But in reality, the one mistake you're making is simple, and it's staring you right in the face. Fix this one thing, and your entire channel will literally improve overnight. So let's get into it. So when it comes to success on YouTube, most small YouTubers fail because they believe that the key is just making good videos. What happens is, you'll focus all of your efforts on your editing, your camera quality, and your delivery. And whilst all of those obviously do matter, the harsh reality that every YouTuber eventually has to face is, it doesn't matter how good your video is if nobody clicks on it. Because if nobody clicks, nobody watches. Now let me say that again, just to make sure it's crystal clear. The most incredible, beautifully edited, high value, best video in the entire world is useless if your title and thumbnail can't convince anyone to click on it. And this is why titles and thumbnails are not just important, they are absolutely essential. Like, they are the entire foundation of your YouTube strategy. So from now on, I need you to think of your channel like a business. Let's say you have a shop on the high street, and in your shop you have so many great products that you know your customers would absolutely love. But the only thing that separates your products from your customers is your shop window. Now, unless you're able to design your shop window effectively, nobody will ever know how good your products are, because nobody will ever come in and have a look. And in this case, your title and thumbnail are your shop window, and the video itself is the product. So the more enticing and attractive you can make your shop window, the more and more people are going to come in. And it's exactly the same principle with your YouTube videos too. So even if we can improve these by even just 10%, you are going to see a massive difference in the overall success of your YouTube channel. So now let's first look at your thumbnails and how you can improve them. But before that, I want to let you know I have just released a brand new title and thumbnail mastery course where I cover everything to do with titles and thumbnails. It's got well over 20 different in-depth lectures of insane content you won't find anywhere else. And it will take you from beginner to pro within one simple course. Like, even if you think you're quite good at titles and thumbnails, I can promise you that this course will teach you something you did not already know. Now, it's been designed specifically for small and new YouTubers who are tired of uploading videos and still not getting any views. So if you learn stuff from this video, but want to take it a step further, for the next 24 hours, you can get my entire title and thumbnail mastery course for half price, and it will never be this cheap again. Link is in the description below. Come and join us before all the spaces get taken. Okay then, so your thumbnails. Now, I like to look at it this way. When someone is scrolling through YouTube looking for things to watch, they will be scanning so many different options at once. Your thumbnail starts as a first hook. It's what stops someone mid-scroll. It's what makes them pause for a second and go, wait, what's that one? And then your title is what confirms a click. But the thumbnail will always be noticed first, then the title. So if your videos aren't getting any views, I want you to go and look at your own thumbnails quickly first and ask yourself, are they actually eye-catching? Are they at all emotionally interesting? And do any of them convey the video topic within a split second? If the answers are no, then it's time to seriously change how you think about your thumbnails. So here's 6 easy tips on how you can make your thumbnails truly grab people's attention and get new viewers to actually want to watch your content. So tip number 1, use contrast. Now, for those of you that don't know, contrast is the visual difference between elements, like light and dark or bold colors against plain backgrounds. Basically, the things that make something stand out and catch attention. Now, your thumbnail needs to pop out against all of the others on the YouTube homepage. So where possible, you should use bright and bold colors to stand out. Make sure your subject focus, whether that's a face, a screenshot, or a particular object, has clear contrast from the background. Like these 3 thumbnails here by MrBeast, Ali Abdaal, and Nisha, all use contrast to their advantage. As you can see, the subject focus clearly stands out compared to everything else, and you need to do this with yours too. Okay, so now tip number 2 is, have one concept that is clearly expressed. And what I mean by this is, someone should be able to instantly understand the concept of your video through your thumbnail. Like, definitely don't try and cram in 5 different images and 3 screenshots and a logo into one thumbnail. Like, that's way too much. The best thumbnails show one focal point, or one emotion, or one promise. And this allows people to instantly understand what the video is going to be about before they click on it. Like, look at these 2 examples here. The one on the left, just by looking at the thumbnail, you're not going to have any idea what this video is about, are you? But the one on the right is so clearly obvious, so make sure you keep yours as simple as this one too. Okay then, so tip number 3, faces equals clicks. Now, it's been proven time and time again. As humans, we are hardwired to recognize faces and expressions. Like, we are literally drawn to them. It invokes familiarity. So if your thumbnails include your face, just make sure it has impact. Use facial expressions that convey the tone of the video. For example, you could look surprised, you could look confused, you could look frustrated, like any facial expression really, but just make sure that the facial expression matches the vibe of your video. Things like big expressions and eye contact and emotions are able to quickly grab people's attention. However, boring or neutral faces, on the other hand, are really easy to scroll past, so just bear that in mind. Okay then, so tip number 4, text. Use it, but use it wisely. Like, you don't need to repeat your title in your thumbnail. That's a mistake so many beginners make. If your title says something, your thumbnail doesn't need to say the same thing too. Instead, use 1 to 3 bold words that amplify an emotion or create curiosity. Never have more than 6 words in your thumbnail because that becomes too much. The key with text in thumbnails is to make an impact, not to write an explanation. Okay, so tip number 5, mobile first. Now, most YouTube traffic comes from mobile, meaning your thumbnails are going to look so much smaller when they do when you're actually editing them. So once you've put together your thumbnail, before you publish it, go onto thumbsup.tv, input your title and thumbnail, and then zoom out to the actual size of a phone screen. And ask yourself, can I still read the text, and can I instantly understand what this video is going to be about? Like, does anything important get lost in that small size? If the answer is yes, we're all good. If the answer is a no, go back to the drawing board. And finally, we have tip number 6. Study what's working. Like, go out into your niche, find viral videos, and really study their thumbnails. What colors are they using? Are they using faces? Are they using props? Are they using text? Like, what's the emotion you feel when you see their thumbnails? Don't copy them. Just reverse engineer what made you notice them. Use inspiration from the top creators and infuse that into your own strategy. It works an absolute treat, I promise you. Okay then, so once we've fixed your thumbnails, we now need to look at your titles, because this is where most creators go horribly wrong. And the difference between a good title and a bad title could be thousands, if not millions of views. And you need to consider this. When someone's scrolling through YouTube, they're not carefully reading every single title. Their brain is actually on autopilot, just briefly scanning hundreds of options within seconds, and their decision to click on a specific video is usually made in a split second based on an emotional reaction. So if your title doesn't make them curious enough to click or grab them emotionally, they're not clicking, they're gone. Now, it's not personal, it's just how people behave on YouTube. So I like to follow 5 core principles for my titles, and even if you just apply like 1, 2 or 3 of these, your titles will become instantly better and instantly more clickable. Okay, so core principle number 1, the curiosity gap. Now, creating a curiosity gap means your title should open a loop, like something that sparks questions without giving the full answer. And this is what compels viewers to click, as obviously they want to satisfy their curiosity. Now, you don't want to give the whole video away, you just want to tease a tiny bit of value and make them want to feel like they want to click. Now, for example, instead of saying something boring like, I tried the world's spiciest chili, create one with some curiosity. Something like, I couldn't feel my face after eating this. And viewers will wonder, like, what did he eat? Like, how bad was it and what happened next? Or let's say you had a tech review channel. A boring bad title would be, my new Sony camera review. Whereas the curiosity gap version would be, I did not expect this from a $500 camera. Like, the new title sparks questions like, what didn't you expect? Was it good or was it bad? And that's exactly what we want. We want to open a curiosity gap that your viewers are desperate to fill. Alright then, so core principle number 2 is to trigger an emotion. That's because a great title should make you feel something, like feel an emotion. Whether it's fear, frustration, excitement, relief, or hope, emotion is what grabs attention and compels someone to click. So go back through all of your old titles on videos that didn't perform very well. Those titles probably feel flat, generic, or purely informational. So you need to rewrite them to tap into an emotional trigger. Now, a good example here would be something like, "This is why your channel isn't growing." Like, this title triggers frustration and a desire for clarity. Viewers will think, well, my channel isn't growing and I need to find out why. Now, if you look at all of my best performing videos, you'll see I do this all the time. My best video is titled, "If your shorts get under 1,000 views, do this." Like, these titles work because they hit a nerve. They speak directly to a pain point or a strong desire my viewer already has. And when a viewer sees a title that reflects their own emotions or struggles, they instantly feel understood and are far more likely to click. So the next time you write a title, just ask yourself, what emotion am I triggering? If the answer is none, you're going to need to redo it. Okay, so the third core principle is optimize for humans, not algorithms. I see way too many people try and write their titles as though they're trying to capture the algorithm's attention. This is the worst thing you can do. Write like a human, because it's humans that click on a video, not algorithms. Don't try and sound clever or formal, just be clear. Like, you want a title simple enough that a 12-year-old is able to read it and understand it. That's what we want, guys, not algorithms, humans. Okay, so core principle number 4 is to front load the value. Now, one thing most people forget is that YouTube cuts off long titles, especially on mobile. Your title will be cut off and truncated after around 55 characters, and it's going to be replaced with 3 dots. That means if your hook or a keyword or an emotion trigger is at the end of your title, it might not even be visible. So here's a rule. Keep your titles at 55 characters or fewer whenever possible, and front load the good stuff, like put the emotion, curiosity, or keyword at the start. The best titles start with things like how to, or a number, or a problem. Like, for example, how to grow from 0 to 1,000 subscribers, or 3 mistakes that kill your shorts views. Like, putting that at the front makes your value unmistakable, even at a glance. You can even use a tool like thumbsup.tv to preview how your titles look on different devices. Like, you'll quickly see just how fast things can get cut off, even on the web. And finally, principle number 5 is test and tweak. Most people just write one title, use it on a video, and then forget about it. But you need to be writing at least 10 different titles for each video you post. That way, if your video isn't getting any views, you can quickly change the title. Just like YouTube's A/B thumbnail testing tool, you can use something like Thumbnail Test or TubeBuddy, where you can test out multiple different titles at once and let the algorithm pick the best one for you. Okay, look, here's the truth. If you can improve your titles and thumbnails even by just 10%, you'll start seeing massive results literally overnight. More views, more watch time, more growth, more money. Because no matter how small your channel is right now, a powerful title and thumbnail will change everything. And if you want me to personally teach you how to craft these, or how to come up with winning titles, or how to design thumbnails that actually get clicks, or even how to run tests and improve your click-through rate over time, check out my title and thumbnail mastery course. Because I promise you, even if you think you're good at thumbnails, this course is guaranteed to teach you something you did not already know. I made it especially for all YouTubers who are tired of uploading videos and getting ignored. This course gives you the tools to fix that, like for good. And if you learn something useful from this video but want to take it a step further, for the next 24 hours you can get my entire title and thumbnail mastery course for half price. It will never be this cheap again. Link is in the description below. Like I said, it's the only title and thumbnail course out there on the market right now, so take advantage of it, come and join and fill the spaces before they go.